Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing another review in swatches for you guys, and this is on a brand new product. This is on the new Stila Matte and Metal eyeshadow palette that they just come out with. This is $49 and I got mine at Ulta, so I will link it down below. What I like to do is when I swatch this is I like to just swatch each individual row, and then I like to swatch the palette as a whole and kind of tell you guys how each of these shadows has worked for me. So what I'll do is go ahead and get in the swatches and then I'll give you guys my review. Alright, so starting out on the top row, you do get Feathered, Velvet, and Vintage, which are all mattes. These are great shades to set your primer or to just put down as a nice kind of transition shade. Moving on to the second row, you get Fringe, Suede, and Velour, and all these are matte as well. These are great, again, to really just kind of deepen up that crease. And then moving down to the third row, these are what they call the metal shades. It is the shades Sequin, Retro, and Bohemian. Great colors all over the lid, and they're nice and really pigmented. Then the last row is Flare, Sizzle, and Smolder. Again, great shadows to put all over the lid, and they're really nice and pigmented. So now for the palette as a whole, as I mentioned, you get a total of 12 shades. You get 6 matte shades, which is this top row, and then you get 6 what they're calling metal shades, or more like shimmer shades that you can put all over your lid. Sorry, I hope I wasn't blinding you guys that whole time. But as far as the packaging, I don't like the packaging as much as I liked the other Stila palette, like this in the shade Spirit. This is like a nice mirrored rose gold packaging, but they're literally the same size, tall-wise and width-wise. There's no difference there. But this one I find is just like a little bit more luxurious, but it's the same. It does have the names on the back just like it did on the other one as well. And it's the same clamp closure. And then you do have that really nice, big, spacious mirror, which I do really like. But I do wish the packaging was a little bit more luxurious like that. But this is just like checkered packaging. So I'm just going to read you guys what it says here on the back of the box, just like the benefits. It says 6 modern matte and 6 mega metallic eyeshadows in pink rose gold, cool tone pewter, and golden bronze shades. Long wearing, color true, triple milled pigments provide intense color payoff and blend seamlessly for a smooth finish. So, as I had mentioned with the other eyeshadow palette by them, is I definitely feel like their formula is a little bit drier, and I still feel that way with this palette. Like, it's not super creamy and buttery, like it's not like the Lorac shadows, but I find that since these aren't like that, I get very minimal fallout, and it's really easy to just dip my brush in there once and get the desired intensity that I want. Whereas with other shadows that can be buttery and creamy, you have to dip in a couple of times to build it up. I don't really have to do that with this, which I don't mind, and I like that, but I know some people like really creamy, buttery eyeshadows, so that's going to kind of come down to your personal preference and what you like in an eyeshadow. Now, like I said, I like to just go by the claims here on the back of what it's, talking about. So it says that they're long wearing, and that is one thing that I love about these Stila eyeshadows. I know I mentioned it when I did the review on the Spirit palette, is these are super long wearing, like probably the most long wearing eyeshadows that I have, and for me to have hooded downturned eyes, that's really, really important. So these, like I said, really stand out to me in my collection when, if I'm going to be going out for a really long day or something, then I am going to gravitate towards eyeshadows like this. Now, it does say it's color true. Like I said, really nice colors. I do want to mention, though, this is a pretty kind of more neutral palette, as you guys are going to see. Like the matte shades, I definitely wish they would put maybe 2 shades in there where you could deepen it up. Like, I don't really think that you need to have both of these because they are very similar on the eyes, and you'll probably be able to tell in the swatch video that they are very similar. So I think that maybe they could have, put maybe like a deeper shade in there to darken it up, because this for me is a palette that I could wear like every day, you know what I mean? Like if I want something more dramatic or something more intense, that if I want to go out at night, then this isn't probably going to be a palette that I reach towards. But like I said, this is a more neutral palette. Even these shades down here are kind of just like golden bronzy. You do have this like gray shade right here, which I really do like all these shades. But again, if I want something a little bit more dramatic, or if I want to deepen up my crease, I'm going to have to reach for another palette. So again, for $49, I definitely wish they would have put maybe like a deeper shade in there. But I don't mind, like I said, reaching into another palette if it's just for like one shade or something. Just for a comparison of the colors for you guys compared to the Spirit palette, which I'm obsessed with. This is just a quick overview. This is the Spirit one, and then this is the matte and metal one. So as you guys can see, they are quite different. Something that I did notice as far as product wise though is like on the Spirit one, it does say that you get 0.51 ounces, or 14.5 grams. Whereas with this one, you only get 0.42 ounces or 12 grams, and it is the same price. So there is less product in this matte and metal palette. But I did want to mention that. Now going through the rest of the claims on the back, it says it's triple milled pigments provide intense color payoff. As far as color payoff, I agree, they are really nice. The only shade that I kind of had to go in with and build up is this one right here, but the other ones are really pigmented. I can just go like this and like put my brush in there and then pat it onto my lid. I do like to put glitter glue down when I put any kind of shimmer shades on my lid because I do have hooded downturned eyes, so that color can transfer above my crease, whereas if I put a glitter glue down, that doesn't do that. So I haven't really tried them without a glitter glue because that's how I do all my eyeshadows. But like I said, still really nice and pigmented. I do agree with that. They're really pigmented, even though they're a little bit more like on the drier kind of side. But once you get them on your eyes, they just work so beautifully. Now, they blend seamlessly for a smooth finish. I agree with that 100%. They are really, like I said, smooth when you blend them. And I do really like them. Overall, I do like this palette. Again, I think, you know, it would have been nice if they would have put a darker shade. So if you're someone that wants a palette that maybe you can travel with, for me, I wouldn't travel with this because, again, I definitely would want maybe, like I said, some deeper shades to deepen up my crease and stuff like that. But, you know, that's all personal preference. You might like this palette and this might be right up your alley to travel with. Something else that I have noticed, though, where I've been using this is these little like checkers right here are starting to get scratches all in them. So again, for someone that throws your palettes around, I'm not sure if this stuff is going to come off or not, but I did want to mention that. So overall, like I said, I do like the palette, so I hope you guys found this review helpful. And if you do purchase it, or if you have already purchased it, just let me know your thoughts down below. And as always, thank you guys so much for watching. Bye.